So hey guys, welcome back to another video of Just Medical Stuff, and today I'll be talking about the next 20 images for surgery. So I have already made a video on the first 25 images. So if you haven't watched it yet, please go and watch it. You will be able to find the video in the video section. So please go and watch it. And I'd like to clear one more point. So I got a few messages from students and they asked me कि क्या ये questions exam में आएंगे. सो द थिंग इज दैट नोबडी नोज दैट, किसी को नहीं पता कि क्या एग्जाम क्वेश्चंस में आएंगे एक्सेप्ट द एग्जामिनर, उसी को पता है कि क्या क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में आएंगे. पर हर एक सब्जेक्ट के कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जो हम नहीं छोड़ सकते, जो एक्चुअली रिपीट हुए होते हैं पिछले बहुत बाकी एग्जाम्स में और बहुत बार पूछे जा चुके हैं. सो दिस पीडीएफ इज लाइक बेसिकली फ्रॉम दोज क्वेश्चंस बिकॉज ऑल दीज थिंग्स आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, ऑल दीज एक्सरीज, इनके बारे में कोई ना कोई क्वेश्चंस पूछे जा चुके हैं. सो द सेम थिंग यहाँ पे भी है, वही चीज यहाँ पे भी है कि मुझे नहीं पता कि एग्जाम में क्या क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, नोबडी नोज. बट ये इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस हैं और इसको आप मिस नहीं कर सकते. सो दीज आर डेफिनेटली द इंपॉर्टेंट वंस इन योर सर्जरी. नाउ सर्जरी इज अ वेरी बिग सब्जेक्ट. ओके, मैं हार्डली 50 क्वेश्चंस लेके आई हूँ उन सब चीजों में से, बट स्टिल आई हैव अ फीलिंग कि ये इंपॉर्टेंट है और ये मैंने भी अपने प्रिपरेशन टाइम पे इन पे बहुत फोकस किया था. सो दीज आर डेफिनेटली इंपॉर्टेंट एंड यू शुड हैव अ लुक ऑन दीज, मतलब ये आने चाहिए. So let us start this video without any further delay. So if I talk about the first image, so what you can see here is this looks like a convex. Okay, ऐसे इडली जैसा लग रहा है. It is convex. Okay, so this is your nothing but an EDH, which is your extradural hemorrhage. So this I'll zoom it out. So this is your EDH, extradural hemorrhage. और आप देख रहे हो यहाँ पे इट लुक्स लाइक एन इडली, अ कन्वेक्स वन. ओके, सो एक कन्वेक्स इमेज अब अगर आपको दिखे, अच्छा फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट इज दिस, ये क्या है, ये कौन सा डायग्नोसिस हम कर रहे हैं. दिस इज योर एनसीसीटी. एनसीसीटी, नॉन कॉन्ट्रास्ट सीटी स्कैन. अब ये जो इमेजेस हैं ये नॉन कॉन्ट्रास्ट सीटी स्कैन की इमेजेस हैं और इस पे इफ यू फाइंड अ कन्वेक्स थिंग, idly sort of convex thing, then it will be your EDH, that is your extradural hemorrhage. Okay, agar if we go on to the next image, okay, so the artery involved in EDH is, so these are like the extra points for EDH. The artery which gets involved in EDH is your middle meningeal artery, is your middle meningeal artery, and in these patients you can find something known as a lucid interval. Now what is this lucid interval? अब इस lucid interval में क्या होता है ना कि जो patient होता है, the patient goes unconscious, then conscious, then unconscious. So it is a मतलब unconscious हो रहा है, फिर conscious हो रहा है, फिर unconscious हो रहा है. So this interval is called as a lucid interval. The period between the patient getting conscious and unconscious. So इसको हम lucid interval बोलते हैं. So the artery involved is a middle meningeal artery, idly shape, a convex shape का दिखेगा. So this is your extradural hemorrhage. So let us go to the next image. Now अगर आप ये image देखो ना, so this looks like a concavo convex, एक crescent जैसा लग रहा है, sickle shape का लग रहा है. You can also call it a banana, क्योंकि ये banana image भी इसको कहा जाता है. So this is your SDH. This is your subdural hemorrhage. So the artery involved in subdural hemorrhage is your cortical bridging emissary veins. These are your cortical bridging emissary veins. So this is your HDH, concavo-convex, crescentic shape, crescent-like shape, and the artery involved is a cortical bridging emissary veins. The vessel involved is a cortical bridging emissary veins. और यहाँ पे the cause can be trivial trauma. The cause for SDH can be subdural hemorrhage is your trivial trauma, while as the cause for your is EDH is a like a बहुत पक्का वाला trauma, एक spontaneous trauma कह लो. सो दोनों कॉजेस के लिए ट्रॉमा ही है, दोनों के कॉजेस ट्रॉमा ही है, बट फॉर एचडीएच वी हैव ट्रिवियल ट्रॉमा. सो दिस क्रिसेंटिक इमेज ऑन एनसीसीटी इज योर सबड्यूरल हेमोरेज. नाउ लेट अस गो टू द अनदर इमेज. दिस यू कैन सी ओवर हियर. This is your SAH. सब एरेक्नॉइड हेमोरेज। सो इन सब एरेक्नॉइड हेमोरेज ये भी ट्रॉमा की वजह से होता है। ट्रॉमा इज द कॉज, लेकिन ट्रॉमा के बाद एक और चीज विच वी कैन ससेप्ट, which we can think of is your rupture of your belly aneurysm. Rupture of belly aneurysm. So this, it mostly occurs around your sylvian fissure and your ventricles, and the artery involved here is your anterior communicating artery. So we have our anterior communicating artery और आपको ये, so this is your this thing SAH. Okay, trauma के वजह से rupture of belly aneurysm. So this is your subarachnoid hemorrhage. And the next scan you can see NCCT is an intraparenchymal bleed. अब ये जो bleed होता है ना, the artery which involves here can be your Charcot's artery, Charcot's, or you can call it as your lenticulostriate artery. Charcot's artery or your lenticulostriate artery. और ये जो होता है ना, it basically occurs in your putamen. And the most common cause for this intraparenchymal bleeding can be like an uncontrolled hypertension. So this was all about your four images for brain hemorrhages which you have to know. So we have these here. We have intraparenchymal hemorrhage, subarachnoid hemorrhage, subdural hemorrhage, and extradural hemorrhage. For extradural hemorrhage, you can, the artery involved here is middle meningeal artery. You can find a lucid interval, and it is like a convex appearance on your NCCT scan. And subdural hemorrhage on the other hand, ये crescentric होता है. The artery involved is cortical bridging emissary veins. It is due to a trivial trauma, while as EDH is due to a spontaneous trauma. So SAH on the other hand, ये mostly हमारा दिखता है sylvian fissure और ventricles के पास में. The cause can be trauma, and the second most common cause is your rupture of berry aneurysm. The artery involved is anterior communicating artery, and this is your subarachnoid hemorrhage. So the next image again we have is of this intraparenchymal bleeding. It occurs due to uncontrolled hypertension. The artery involved is a Charcot's artery or reticulostriate artery, and occurs basically in your putamen. And one more thing which I can have to say over here is that in SAH you can have a thunderclap headache. You can have thunderclap headache. अब thunderclap headache क्या होता है? This thunderclap headache is the most severe headache which you can ever have in your life. अगर SAH के patients को इतना जोर से सर दर्द होता है ना, बहुत ही severe headache होता है ये. So we call it as a thunderclap headache. This is the most severe headache of your lifetime. So this is a point you should also know about this SAH. So let us start with our next image. So if you have a look over here, this is an image of your Crohn's disease. And in Crohn's disease, you know very well कि वो कहीं भी हो सकती है, but it mostly occurs in your terminal ileum. And what you can see in Crohn's disease is that you can find your this transmural skip lesions in Crohn's disease, whereas in ulcerative colitis, you have continuous. These are superficial and continuous in ulcerative colitis, and in Crohn's disease, they are transmural skip lesions. So what you can see over here is that there is a string sign over here. It looks like a string. It is called the string sign of Cantor seen in this Crohn's disease. So this is a string sign of Cantor seen in Crohn's disease. And in Crohn's disease, I told you that it mostly occurs in your terminal ileum. It mostly occurs in your terminal ileum. And one more thing which you find in these patients is colicky abdominal pain. Colicky abdomen pain, the symptom you can find in these patients. And I told you that here we have transmural skip lesions. Transmural skip lesions. So this is an image of your string sign of Cantor seen in Crohn's disease. Now let us go to the next image. यहाँ आप देखोगे ना, so you cannot find any skip lesions here. ये पूरा continuous है. So this is an image of your ulcerative colitis. In ulcerative colitis, we have continuous superficial lesions. Skip lesions नहीं होते हैं. And what you see over here is your lead pipe sign. This is your lead pipe sign seen in an image of ulcerative colitis. So यहाँ पे you have superficial and continuous. And one more thing, it basically occurs in your rectosigmoid area. Ulcerative colitis occurs in rectosigmoid area, Crohn's in your terminal ileum basically. और वहाँ पे we told that you have colicky abdominal pain, and here you have painless bloody diarrhea. Painless bloody diarrhea. So in ulcerative colitis, rectosigmoid region में होता है, superficial continuous lesions होते हैं, painless bloody diarrhea होता है, and what you can find is a lead pipe sign, lead colon pipe sign. And here you can find a string sign of Cantor due to transmural skip lesions in your Crohn's disease and occurs in terminal ileum. So if you notice this image, यहाँ पे देखोगे, so this is your next image. If you look over here, ऐसा लगेगा किसी का अंगूठे की छाप है. It looks like a thumbprint. So this is nothing but your thumbprint sign seen in mesenteric ischemia. So this is your thumbprint sign seen in mesenteric ischemia. And ये क्यों होता है? Basically it occurs due to embolism. कौन सा embolism occurs due to mesenteric artery embolism. Now which mesenteric artery is basically involved? Most common mesenteric artery कौन सी होती है? That is your superior mesenteric artery. So this is your thumbprint sign of your mesenteric ischemia, thumbprint sign. Now let us go to the next image. अगर आप इस इमेज को देखो, so what you can see over here, ऐसा लग रहा है कि किसी ने एप्पल खा लिया, और एप्पल जो हम खाते हैं, when we eat an apple, तो ऐसा कुछ अंदर से रह जाता है ना, the part we throw it out. So this is nothing but your apple core sign seen in your colorectal cancer. So this is an apple core appearance in your colorectal cancer. Because it looks like ना, it perfectly depicts कि हाँ किसी ने एप्पल खा के रखा है. So it is your apple core sign in your colorectal cancer. So apple core sign or apple core appearance in your colorectal cancer. So apple core appearance in your colorectal cancer. The next image. Now if you look at this image, आपको यहाँ पे क्या दिख रहा है? You can find कि something is missing over here. यहाँ पे कुछ gaps दिख रहे हैं आप. So you can find something is missing over here. So this is an image of your colon cutoff sign. Colon cutoff sign. Now where is this colon cutoff sign seen? It is seen in your acute pancreatitis. So this is nothing but your colon cutoff sign seen in acute pancreatitis. Now in acute pancreatitis और भी बहुत सारे signs दिखते हैं. You have Gray Turner sign, you have your Cullen sign, you have Fox sign, Bryan's sign. So this pancreatitis एक टॉपिक है जहाँ से क्वेश्चन मोस्टली पूछे जाते हैं. जैसे कभी कभी ऐसा होता है once in a blue moon क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, but they can ask क्योंकि इसमें बहुत सारे signs होते हैं. So this is one of the important sign. You have your colon cutoff sign in acute pancreatitis. Now अगर हम नेक्स्ट इमेज को देखें, सो व्हाट यू कैन सी ओवर हियर, ऐसा लग रहा है कि बहुत सारे मतलब लेक्स हो, कुछ शाइन शाइन कर रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है कि बहुत सारे लेक्स हो यहाँ पे, कुछ जगह यहाँ बहुत सारे लेक्स हो. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट योर चेन ऑफ लेक्स अपीयरेंस इन योर क्रॉनिक पेंक्रियाटाइटिस. अभी एक और चीज, आपको क्या लगता है कि ये कौन सा रेडियोलॉजिकल इन्वेस्टिगेशन है? दिस इज योर सीटी स्कैन. ये आपका सीटी स्कैन है, ये आपका एक्सरे है. एंड दिस इमेज फॉर एप्पल कोर अपीयरेंस, फॉर मेसेंटेरिक इस्कीमिया, दीज वर योर बेरियम एनेमा. दिस इज योर बेरियम एनेमा, बेरियम एनेमा. This is an X-ray. This is your CT scan. So in CT scan, if you find a chain of lakes appearance, a chain of lakes, appearance, then you can think it of as chronic pancreatitis. Chain of lake appearance, chronic pancreatitis. आपको यहाँ पे perfectly दिख रहा होगा ना? You can see it over here. This is your chain of lake appearance in chronic pancreatitis. So one more thing you can find over here in this appearance of in this CECT scan of chronic pancreatitis is that here you can see a classification which we call as a TIGAR O classification. T stands for toxin, I stands for idiopathic, G stands for genetic, A stands for autoimmune, R stands for recurrent, and O stands for obstruction. So in chronic pancreatitis, you have a chain of lake appearance and you have a TIGAR O classification. Now let us go to the next image. In this image आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा होगा कि you can find something floating over here. ऐसा लग रहा है कुछ तैर रहा है. It looks like a flower ना. So we call it as a water lily sign or a serpent sign. Serpent means snake. So you can either imagine it as a snake or a water lily. So we have a water lily sign or a serpent sign in the case of hydatid cyst. So this is a hydatid disease. In this case, अब ये कैसे cause होता है? This is due to Echinococcus granulosus, which is nothing but your dog tapeworm. So we have Echinococcus granulosus, which is nothing but your dog tapeworm. अब ये डॉग टेप फॉर्म एक्चुअली ये ह्यूमंस में कैसे आया? इसका जो डेफिनेट होस्ट है दैट इज अ डॉग, इंटरमीडिएट होस्ट इज अ शीप, बट बस we humans are actually the accidental host. So definite host जो है these are the dogs, intermediate host जो है वो sheep है, और जो accidental host है वो है humans. सो ये जो बीमारी है हेरिटेड डिजीज, ये एक्सीडेंटल डिजीज है कि अगर ह्यूमंस में कोई एनकाउंटर हो जाए इन इस टेपवर्म का, सो वी हैव दिस हेरिटेड डिजीज. इन here we can find a water lily sign and a serpent sign. Definite host dog है, intermediate host sheep है, accidental host human है, and occurs due to Echinococcus granulosus, which is nothing but a dog tapeworm. So let's go to the next image. इन दिस नेक्स्ट इमेज आपको यहाँ पे क्या दिख रहा है? आपको ऐसा लग रहा होगा कि किसी ने मतलब हाथ जोड़े हुए हैं. यू कैन फाइंड इट एज अ हैंड जॉइनिंग साइन, और आप इसको ऐसा भी कह सकते हो कि मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है कि कोई फ्लावर वास है. सो दिस इज योर फ्लावर वास अपीयरेंस और अ हैंड जॉइनिंग साइन सीन इन द केस ऑफ अ हॉर्स शू किडनी. हॉर्स शू किडनी में देखे जाते हैं फ्लावर वास अपीयरेंस और अ हैंड जॉइनिंग साइन. अब ये हॉर्स शू किडनी क्या होती है ना, एक्चुअली किडनीज जो होती है यहाँ पे इन दिस केस वो किडनीज एक्टोपिक हो जाती है. So these kidneys they get ectopic, और इनकी मोस्ट कॉमन साइट क्या होती है? L4 पे होती है. They can occur anywhere between L3 to L4, but L4 is the most common one. So these are nothing but your ectopic kidneys in the lower abdomen. इन लोअर एब्डोमेन एक्टोपिक किडनीज जो मिड लाइन में फ्यूज हो जाती हैं L4 में, तो हमें ऐसा हॉर्स शू किडनी दिखती है. इसमें वी हैव अ हैंड जॉइनिंग साइन और फ्लावर अपीयरेंस. Okay, you can see a hand joining sign of flower appearance in the case of a horseshoe kidney. So the next sign here, now this looks very beautiful. I find it very beautiful actually. So this is actually duplication of your renal pelvis and ureter. This is duplication of your renal pelvis and ureter, and the sign you can see is a drooping lily sign. Drooping lily sign in the case of duplication of ureter and renal pelvis. Now normally क्या होता है ना, जो two ureters होते हैं, two ureters they open together, they join and they open together in the bladder. एक साथ मिलके वो ब्लैडर में खोलते हैं. लेकिन इस डिजीज में क्या होता है ना, एक यूरेटर तो खुलता है ब्लैडर में, दूसरा एक्टोपिक हो जाता है. दूसरा एक्टोपिक हो जाता है मतलब वो ब्लैडर के वहां पे नहीं खुलता. अब मेल्स में क्या होता है ना, मेल्स में दिस ectopic ureter वो कहाँ खुलता है? It opens in your prostatic urethra. It opens in your prostatic urethra. और इसी कारण मेल्स में जिनको ये प्रॉब्लम होती है, you can find recurrent UTIs. रिकरेंट यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शन होते हैं उन मेल्स को. और अगर फीमेल्स में देखा जाए तो फीमेल्स में ये कहाँ खुलता है? इट ओपन आफ्टर योर एक्सटर्नल स्पिंटर. जो एक्सटर्नल स्पिंटर होता है ना, एक्सटर्नल स्पिंटर के आगे खुलता है ये. सो दैट इज व्हाई इन फीमेल्स व्हाट यू कैन सी इज यू कैन सी अ कंटिन्यूअस ड्रिपिंग ऑफ यूरिन. So in the case of this duplication of ureter and pelvis, where you can find a drooping lily sign, what happens is that two ureters में से एक ureter ectopic हो जाता है. In males, it opens in your prostatic urethra and can cause recurrent UTIs, and in females, it opens after your external sphincter and can cause continuous dripping of urine. So this was about your duplication of renal pelvis and ureter. Okay, so let us start with our next image. Now, if you look over here, ये कैसा दिख रहा है? You can find it as a head of a snake, right? ऐसा लग रहा है वो snake है या snake का सिर है. So this is nothing but your cobra or adder head appearance seen in ureterocele. So this is your cobra or adder head appearance seen in the case of ureterocele. So अब ये होता कैसे है? This is due to intramural. This is due to intramural dilation. Due to intramural dilation of ureter due to atresia. Due to atresia of ureteric orifice. So this ureterocele, it is due to your intramural dilation of ureter due to atresia of ureteric orifice. So here you can find this adder head appearance or cobra head appearance. So if we go to the next image, आपको ये appearance कैसी दिख रही है? You can find it as a paint brush, right? ऐसा लग रहा है कि कोई paint करने वाला brush हो. So this is nothing but an image of your medullary sponge kidney. So this paintbrush appearance is seen in the case of medullary sponge kidney. Now why do we have this paintbrush appearance? This is due to dilation of your collecting ducts. Dilation of your collecting ducts. So this paintbrush appearance in medullary sponge kidney is due to dilation of your collecting ducts. So now let us go to the next image. Now if you look over here, this is something very important. बहुत important image है ये. Like basically the most important image in this PDF. Very important. तो आपको यहाँ पे क्या दिख रहा है ना? This condition, what it is called as a पुट्टी किडनी. ये एक पुट्टी किडनी है. एंड यहाँ पे अगर आप देखो दिस थियर, ऐसे लग रहा है कि यहाँ पे कुछ था और किसी ने खा लिया, कुतर लिया किसी चीज ने, यहाँ पे जो भी था उसको कुतर लिया, यहाँ पे जो हमारी किडनी थी उसको कुतर लिया. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट योर मॉथ ईटन किडनी. ये जो अपीयरेंस है ना, ये है मॉथ ईटन किडनी. इसको हम मॉथ ईटन किडनी बोलते हैं. Moth eaten kidney, and this is your putty kidney. So this is your putty kidney and moth eaten kidney. These both images are found to be in your renal TB. renal TB में हमको ये दो चीजें दिखती हैं. अब एक्चुअली renal TB में सबसे पहले चीज क्या होती है ना, जो फर्स्ट चेंज हमको दिखता है, हमें एक अल्सर दिखता है. वी फाइंड अ अल्सर एट रीनल पैपिले. So this starts with an ulcer at renal papillae which further progresses to pyelonephrosis. अब इस pyelonephrosis के बाद you can find this पुट्टी kidney. Okay. Now after this पुट्टी kidney, अगर यहाँ पे भी अगर patient को treatment नहीं दी गई, नहीं सही किया गया, so what will happen is that this पुट्टी kidney converts into cement kidney. It hardens, it converts into cement kidney, and after this cement kidney is which we call it as autonephrectomy. And then we have this moth eaten kidney. So these are actually all the stages you can find where this moth eaten kidney actually happens. So सबसे पहले we have an ulcer at the renal papillae. एक अल्सर होता है renal papillae में. उसके बाद we have pyelonephrosis. Pyelonephrosis के बाद we have पुट्टी kidney. And पुट्टी kidney के बाद we have cement kidney. Cement kidney के बाद we have autonephrectomy. That is the kidneys, they undergo their removal by themselves. And then we have this moth eaten kidney. So these are the steps in the formation of a moth-eaten kidney seen in a patient of renal TB. So this is your image of a moth-eaten kidney. So this is an image of your putti kidney. Okay. So this was a very important image. You should have a look on this thing. This is very important. Now again, if I go to this image, ये भी काफी important image है. Now if you look here, आपको ये कैसा दिख रहा है? It looks like a keyhole ना, कि मतलब की जहाँ पे हम चाबी डालते हैं. It looks like a keyhole. This looks like a keyhole orifice actually. So this image, it is actually seen in a case of posterior urethral valve. Now this posterior urethral valve, ये most common obstructive urethral lesion है male child में. मेल चाइल्ड में ये एक बहुत कॉमन ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिव यूरेथ्रल लीजन है। तो यहाँ पे एक्चुअली क्या होता है ना, इन द केस ऑफ पोस्टीरियर यूरेथ्रल वॉल्व, हमें या तो ये एक वॉल्व होगा, या तो एक वॉल्व होगा जो इनकम्प्लीट होके ब्लॉक हुआ। अगर इनकम्प्लीट होके ब्लॉक हुआ ना, तो एक बच्चा आएगा हमारे पास ओपीडी में एक बच्चा आएगा और उसको दिक्कत होगी रिकरेंट यूटीआई। ठीक है। अगर इनकम्प्लीट केस हुआ पोस्टीरियर यूरेथ्रल वॉल्व का, तो बच्चा ओपीडी में आएगा एंड ही विल हैव अ कंप्लेन ऑफ रिकरेंट यूटीआई। अगर कंप्लीट पोस्टीरियर यूरेथ्रल वॉल्व हुआ, a complete posterior urethral valve, so it will definitely be a neonate। एक छोटा बच्चा, एक न्यूनेट आएगा। न्यूनेट को क्या दिक्कत होगी, यूरिन पास नहीं कर पा रहा होगा। देयर बी एन रिटेंशन ऑफ यूरिन इन दीज पेशेंट्स, रिटेंशन ऑफ यूरिन। So if it is a case of incomplete urethral valve, you will mostly find a child coming to your OPD with a case of recurrent UTI. Now, if it is a case of complete posterior urethral valve, you will have a neonate with a complaint of retention of urine. So one more thing which you should know about this PUV is that it is a one-way valve। ये एक वे वॉल्व होता है, इसलिए जो अपना कैथेटर होता है, यू कैन फाइंड, यहाँ भी कैथेटर डाला हुआ है। दिस कैथेटर कैन एक्चुअली पास थ्रू दिस वॉल्व। ये कैथेटर आराम से जा सकता है एंड वी कैन यूज दिस टू एक्चुअली रिमूव द यूरिन फ्रॉम द पेशेंट। रिटेंशन को कम करने के लिए वी कैन यूज अ फोलीज कैथेटर। सो कैथेटर कैन एक्चुअली पास इजिली फ्रॉम दिस पीयूवी। सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट योर पीयूवी। कीहोल और ऑरिफिस होता है पोस्टीरियर यूरेथ्रल वॉल्व में। अगर एक वॉल्व होता है, इनकम्प्लीट हुआ तो ओपीडी में बच्चा आएगा हमारे पास विद द केस ऑफ रिकरेंट यूटीआईज, और कंप्लीट हुआ तो एक न्यूनेट आएगा विद द केस ऑफ रिटेंशन ऑफ यूरिन। एंड दिस पीयूवी, इट इज द मोस्ट कॉमन कॉज ऑफ यूरेथ्रल ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन इन अ मेल चाइल्ड। सो दिस वाज अबाउट योर पीयूवी। नाउ दिस इज द लास्ट इमेज फॉर टुडे। अगर आप यहाँ देखो तो आपको ये कैसा लग रहा है, इट लुक्स लाइक अ फिश हुक, राइट? ऐसा लग रहा है कि जो फिश हुक है, ऐसा लग रहा है ये दिखने में। सो दिस इज नथिंग बट योर रेट्रोकेवल यूरेटर। नाउ दिस रेट्रोकेवल यूरेटर में यू कैन फाइंड अ रिवर्स जे और अ फिश हुक साइन। You can find this fish hook sign or a reverse J ureter in the case of retrocaval ureter. Now this retrocaval ureter में क्या होता है ना, जो ureter होता है ना, ureter it goes behind the IVC। IVC के पीछे ये ureter चला जाता है and this IVC what it does is that it compresses the ureter। ये ureter को compress करता है, इसीलिए we have hydronephrosis। किडनीज में पानी आ जाता है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस कंप्रेशन ऑफ आईवीसी। आईवीसी कंप्रेस कर रही है यूरेटर को, इसलिए वी हैव हाइड्रोनेफ्रोसिस। So this is what is your retrocaval ureter, and you can find this fish hook or reverse J appearance in retrocaval ureter due to compression of ureter by your IVC. So this was all about the images for today. Okay, so let me now summarize all these images for you once again at the end. So this is your EDH. So what you can find is EDH is that you can find this concave appearance. You can find this convex appearance. It looks like an idli. Convex appearance on your NCCT. So this is nothing but your EDH occurs due to middle meningeal artery involvement. Lucid interval you can find over here, which is actually your unconscious phase. Again conscious, again unconscious. This is your nothing but your EDH occurs due to spontaneous trauma. Now this next image is your SDH. It occurs due to your cortical bridging emissary veins, और यहाँ पे आपको कनकेवो कॉन्वेक्स क्रिसेंट्रिक शेप दिखती है NCCT पे। Now this is due to your trivial trauma. This is nothing but your SDH, subdural hemorrhage. Now the next image is of SAH, subarachnoid hemorrhage. Now this occurs due to involvement of your anterior communicating artery, and the cause here is trauma, which is preferred more than rupture of berry aneurysm, and it occurs mostly in your sylvian fissure and ventricles. It involves the sylvian fissure and ventricles, or in this case what you can find is you can find the thunderclap headache. Now this thunderclap headache is actually the worst headache of your lifetime। बहुत ही ज़्यादा severe form of headache होता है thunderclap headache। Now in this next image what you can see is that this is an image of uncontrolled hypertension। Now ये uncontrolled hypertension के वजह से what you can find is this intraparenchymal hemorrhage occurs in putamen due to Charcot's or lenticulostriate artery। So this was about your images for head hemorrhage of your for cerebral hemorrhage. Now the next image here is it belongs to your Crohn's disease. In Crohn's disease, what you can find is it basically involves your terminal ileum. You can find colicky abdominal pain. You can find your transmural skip lesions, and this string sign over here, which you can see, is nothing but your string sign of Cantor seen in a patient of Crohn's disease. Now this next image here you can find this continuous superficial involvement. So this is nothing but your lead pipe colon sign in the case of ulcerative colitis. Now in an ulcerative colitis patient, rectosigmoid is basically involved. You have superficial continuous involvement and you have painless bloody diarrhea. So this is your lead pipe colon sign. Now the next image here is your thumbprint sign in the case of mesenteric ischemia. So in the case of mesenteric ischemia, ये कैसे होता है? It occurs due to mesenteric artery embolism. We have superior mesenteric artery most commonly involved over here. So yeah, this is nothing but your thumbprint sign in the case of mesenteric artery ischemia. This is nothing but your barium enema. Barium enema के कारण you can find the thumbprint sign. Now the next image here is nothing but your apple core appearance in the case of colorectal cancer. So apple core appearance in the case of colorectal cancer बहुत perfectly apple core appearance दिख रही है. Use your imagination. Apple core appearance बहुत अच्छे से दिख रही है यहाँ पे. This is called colorectal cancer. Now this next image is ऐसे दिख रहा है कि यहाँ पे something is missing over here. This is nothing but your colon cutoff sign in the case of acute pancreatitis. अब acute pancreatitis में you have many other signs. You have your Gray Turner's, Cullen's, Fox, Bryan's. You have many signs. Just go through those signs once again और याद करने की कोशिश करो. Now the next image, this is nothing but your chain of lake appearance in the case of pure chronic pancreatitis. So in chronic pancreatitis, again we have classification, Tigaro classification, toxin, idiopathic, genetic, autoimmune, recurrent, and obstruction. So this is your chain of leak appearance in the case of chronic pancreatitis. And this thing here, it looks like something is floating. This is a water lily sign or a serpent sign seen in the case of hydatid disease, occurs due to dog tapeworm, which is nothing but your Echinococcus granulosus. And इसमें what happens is the definitive host is dog, intermediate host is sheep, and accidental host is human. And one more thing, it occurs mostly in your liver. Liver में ज़्यादा involve होता है than your lung. So liver is most commonly involved than your lung. So the next image here, this is your horseshoe kidney, which is actually an ectopic kidney which actually fuse in the midline. और कौन से लेवल पे इन्वॉल्व होती है? बेसिकली L4 is involved. Actually L3 to L4 हो सकता है, but most common is L4. So this is an ectopic kidney in your lower abdomen. Sign क्या दिखता है? Flower vase appearance and a hand joining sign. Now the next X-ray, ये है actually your drooping lily sign seen in the case of duplication of renal pelvis and ureter. क्यों होता है ये कंडीशन? टू यूरेटर्स इन नॉर्मल कंडीशन ब्लैडर में साथ में खुलते हैं ज्वाइन होने के बाद, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या होता है, एक यूरेटर एक्टोपिक रह जाता है. मेल्स में इट ओपन्स इन योर प्रोस्टैटिक यूरेथ्रा एंड कैन लीड टू रिकरेंट यूटीआईज. In a female, it can open after beyond your external sphincter and can cause continuous dripping of urine in female patients. So this was nothing but your drooping lily sign in the case of duplication of ureter and renal pelvis. Now this next sign is nothing but your adder head or cobra head appearance in the case of ureterocele and occurs due to intramural dilation of the ureter due to atresia of your ureteric orifice. So this is your adder head appearance or cobra head appearance. Now this is nothing but your paintbrush appearance seen in the case of medullary sponge kidney, occurs due to your collecting ducts की involvement, dilation of collecting ducts. और कहाँ दिखता है? medullary sponge kidney में you have a paintbrush appearance. Now the next image, very important one, again पुट्टी kidney. पुट्टी kidney कहाँ देखी जाती है? We have seen this condition in patients of renal TB. क्या होता है actually? You have first an ulcer at renal papillae, then you have pyelonephrosis, then putty kidney occurs. If not treated, it converts into a cement kidney, then autonephrectomy occurs, and then you have a moth-eaten kidney. So this is nothing but your moth-eaten kidney, and this is what is your putty kidney. Very important image, अच्छे से इसको देख लो. Next image is again your posterior urethral valve की image. You can find this ureteric orifice जैसे दिखने वाली image. एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो फाइंड दिस कैथेटर, यहाँ पेशेंट के अंदर डाला है कैथेटर टू ड्रेन आउट द यूरिन, और ये एक वन वे वॉल्व होता है, सो वी कैन इजीली पास अ फोलीज कैथेटर इन दिस पेशेंट। और अगर तो भी ये वॉल्व इनकम्प्लीट हुआ, so you can mostly find it in a children coming to your OPD with the case of recurrent UTIs, और अगर complete valve हुआ तो it will definitely be a neonate with symptoms of urinary retention. So this was your posterior urethral valve, which is actually the most common cause of obstructive urethral cause in a male child. Now this thing is nothing but your fish hook appearance or a reverse J appearance seen in the case of retrocaval ureter. So retrocaval ureter में actually क्या होता है ना, जिस ureter it actually is compressed by the IVC. IVC इस ureter compress कर रही है, जिसके कारण you can find this hydronephrosis occurring in the patient. So this is an image of retrocaval ureter, so which has a fish hook or reverse J appearance. So retrocaval ureter with fish hook or reverse J appearance. So these were actually your important 45 to 50 images which I actually explained to you. Now please go through these images. इन images को मत छोड़ो, okay? आप बाकी सब भी कर रहे हो. I know it is like a very difficult time now. बहुत सारे negative thoughts आते हैं mind में, but just go through it. बिल्कुल हार नहीं मानना. You are doing extremely great. Go through these topics. जो भूल रहे हो उनको बार बार रिवाइज करो, because revision is what will help you now. Do not give up now. अभी बिल्कुल हार नहीं मानना, करते रहिए. और GTs दो, go for GTs, go for MCQs, do as many as questions you can, and just make a proper schedule बनाओ. GTs और MCQs पे ध्यान दो. और अगर कोई भी दिक्कत हो, अगर कोई टॉपिक आप लोग को चाहिए जो मैं एक्सप्लेन कर सकूं, प्लीज टू लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट बॉक्स. आई विल बी like very happy to help you all. So this was all about today's video. I hope this is helpful for you guys. So thank you for watching and keep on studying. You will do great in your exam. Thank you.